It's Thursday, June the 3rd, and you're tuned in to the Champion Podcast. I'm Vince.
We're back, baby. I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show where we talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world. Like you said, we were gone a week. Now we're back here, and spoilers, not much has changed.
Not much.
So it's been good. Why were we gone?
I had a bunch of final assignments to do, and I needed that extra day to work on them.
Okay, and did you?
And I did.
Good for you.
I did. I got all of them done. I definitely So at the beginning of this semester, I was like, compressed semester, but I'm only taking 2 classes.
Yes.
So easy mode. Easy.
Yeah.
It is not. I think this is more stressful than a full semester.
Why?
Just because everything
is faster.
Yeah, everything is so compressed. You have the same amount of readings as you would in a regular class.
Yeah, it's all the same, compressed.
But just super compressed, and even 2 classes compressed is holy fuck.
Are you sure it's just not the courses you decided to take?
I took Intro to Italian History.
It sounds like it's all writing and reading.
That's all. My whole course is that.
Oh wow.
And I took I did take a 3rd year course as a compressed class, but this one I thought it'd be lighter because it's the superhero class.
Yeah.
It's not lighter.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I got tension headaches for the first time in my life. All last week I'd had constant tension headaches.
That's good.
Where it's a band around your head.
So you're thinking.
I had to Google what tension headaches were. Because I was like, I don't know what this feeling is.
You know what that is?
It feels like a headache.
That's the ring from your thinking cap.
It's on too tight. Well, it's the first time I've ever felt it.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know what that says about me.
Okay.
So yeah, I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is brutal. But so far I've been coming out with good grades. Feels good.
That's good.
And my next semester starts next week. So the end of this semester and the next semester kind of overlap for a week. But then after that, I have one class that's also compressed, but it's a first year. So that's good. And then I have an online course, which I have to finish before September.
Oh, okay.
So I can take my time.
So at your own pace?
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Okay. That's good. Sounds fun. Wicked. Wicked. Let us go into the main show then with a question to chew on.
All right.
Paul Chu has written in, with video game playthroughs gaining so much popularity over these past 2 years, are there any video games where you feel watching the playthrough gets you a good enough understanding or experience of the game, or do you need to actually play it yourself before you feel satisfied?
The answer is no.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you watch.
Yeah,
it's a game for a reason.
I remember when I was dating one of my exes, I went to a New Year's party with her, and these guys we're all in the hotel room and stuff, and they were talking about this new game they played, and I was like, oh cool, I'll join in. I'll join in the circle, it's my element. So I got in there and I was like, oh man, yeah, I thought the game was cool too, but this gameplay, I forget what the fucking game was. I don't know. I thought the gameplay was a little loose, and it didn't seem like I had control over everything, and blah blah blah. And then every single other person in this circle, I want to say it's 4 people, were just like, "Oh, we just watched Let's Plays." But I was like, "You said you played the game."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, I watched the Let's Play." I'm like, "Then you didn't play it. You watched it. It's not the same thing." And I had to get I was already 4 beers in and a bunch of shots. I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And that was the start of my ex-girlfriend's friend's hatred of me.
Oh, man.
Because I was being exclusionary.
I get it, especially with younger kids and folks who are just because I guess kids nowadays are super lucky if you can only play what you have, but they also have the option to go online and watch games and things.
Yeah, for sure, right?
And I think that's valuable, but nothing replaces actually playing the game. I mean, you frame this question as any other topic, and you would think you're crazy. If I told you I watched every single detail about this Ferrari, never drove it, but I can tell you if it's a good car. No, I can't. I can't say shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, I listened to this movie. Sorry,
yeah,
what?
What?
Nani?
I read the chords for this song. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I imagined it in my head. It's sick. It's sick.
yeah. Like, never heard them perform it, but I could tell by reading. Like,
Yeah, maybe this is like an old curmudgeon-y stance to have nowadays.
no, I don't think so. Especially with the specificity of video games, because I think the whole point of a game is like you're given the control, you're given the choice, you're given the agency of your decisions. Like, it's not like a movie where you're the whole point is you sit down and you're guided through it. Like, I
Yeah.
know games are supposed to guide you, like the ideal, like more often than not, like it's the illusion of giving you control.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're still interacting with it
Yeah.
on a one-to-one, I guess, scale. So I think if you just watched it online, I don't think there's any type of game, like not even a visual novel, because in those you'd have to have the exact alignment of choices with the
Yeah,
player.
or exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think so.
I definitely understand the appeal of watching games for uh like watching people who are better than you in competitive things and that nature of watching
Yeah.
that kind of game. But I don't know if I'm at a point where I want to watch someone play this game for the experience of playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't think that would
same.
ever happen to me.
Yeah, same. I don't think I could do that. Because it's like you're gonna put in the same amount of time anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Okay, one step further though. So say the other person plays the game. Do you think that their experience is lesser if they don't play on recommended difficulty settings? So I'm not saying like you didn't play it on the hardest, bro, but if they don't play it at least normal, do you think that that is the same game experience?
I think it depends on the game.
Okay.
Like, uh, like I know what everyone says play Halo on
Heroic.
but if you play it on easy, I don't think you're gonna. Because at the end of the day, you play a game based on the level that you find comfortable.
Mhm.
So I think someone who's playing on easy probably has the same sort of difficulty with that game as the same person who's actively choosing heroic
That's fair.
at the gate. Like, I think you pick those things based on what you are comfortable with.
Yeah, I think there are. That's like one of the ones where all the, like, remember like System Wars fucking forums and shit like that, like on
Yeah.
1UP and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the one discussion I feel that hasn't died from there, or at least the main one, is like difficulty.
Okay.
Right, and there, I don't know. I've always been on the part of there are very few games where difficulty matters. And there's very few games where a harder difficulty actually
Makes it
amplifies
better.
the
Yeah.
experience, right?
Yeah.
So there's like things like obviously Dark Souls. Like that game is not what it is without the difficulty. It became a meme.
Mhm.
The Ninja Gaiden games, which are being re-released on the 10th, I
Yeah.
think. Those are another one for me. And like the only game I can think of that like gets better the harder the game is was The Last of Us 1. Like when I played Grounded,
Yeah.
without being able to see through walls and all that shit, I was like, holy fuck, this game's awesome.
Yeah.
But I could see myself, if I went from the jump not knowing what was in that game, playing it on Grounded, I could see myself getting hella frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then like going backwards in terms of easiness, like that's just your skill level. Like if you put it on easy, but you're pro gamer, bro, like you're not going to enjoy it, so you're going to crank it, right? Like I don't.
Yeah.
That's always been a weird argument to me of you didn't play on normal, so therefore your opinion doesn't matter type of shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think you pick whatever difficulty you want. I think the important part is you played the game.
Yeah.
I think that's more important.
That's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Just play it.
Yeah.
Like goddamn.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a stance. Thanks, Paul, for writing in.
I read the music. That's like the most hipster shit. Yo, did you listen to that new album? No. I read the sheet music. It's pretty sick. I analyzed the waveforms.
I kind of want to use that now. Okay, man, I'm so beyond listening.
Yeah, I used to be into vinyl, but honestly, I've just been downloading like lossless FLAC files and then analyzing waveforms because, like, I think that's the purest way to experience the music.
Yeah.
I'm using that. The next time I'm hanging out with Ali and we're getting music hipster on each other, I'm gonna pull that out.
You should report back. Okay, Picks of the week time. We've been on for 2 weeks, and there's been some interesting stuff that happened. I think.
Hell yeah. Among Us chicken nuggets, baby.
What?
You
Oh
didn't see?
yeah. I was like, wait, is there an official? No, that's the BTS meal.
Yeah, someone bought the BTS chicken nugget meal and then found a chicken nugget that looked like an Among Us character, and then they're selling it on eBay for $34,000.
That's wild.
I love that shit. That's so good.
That's where we're at.
Yo, current bid $99,000 US. That's a current bid. That someone bid that.
That's amazing because, like, the world is. We're clearly all stuck at home with too much cash to burn.
Yeah, and someone needed to spend almost $100,000 on an Among Us chicken nugget.
Wow. Well, great.
Someone's gonna buy that, put that shit in epoxy.
Yeah. Wasn't this what was that one? Was it bread like Jesus?
I think so, yeah.
The Jesus bread or something? I don't know. I can't remember.
Back in the 90s.
Like it was toast?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Virgin Mary on the toast or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So
hell yeah.
I guess that was happening this week. What else happened?
See what happens when we're gone for a week? The world goes to shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Marvel had a trailer for the Eternals.
Yes.
What'd you think of the trailer for the Eternals, Anthony?
I thought I was done with Marvel movies.
Oh, now because they're like beyond space.
But
and
you remember
shit?
that time where I was like, "Hey, I only really give a shit about cosmic space shit."
Yeah.
And then they heard me. And they were like, "Yo, what if we gave you the creators of space, dog?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, cool, I'm down. Like, let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is really cool.
It does look cool.
I will say though, I know nothing about the Eternals. I did like some brief wiki reading, and it was like they're like the gods who created matter and shit. And I'm like, that sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, like I only knew them in concept. Like I don't really know anything about them, but I know who they are, and it's just like, all right. At some point, like the scales and the importance of these things get so great that it's hard to know if you care about it.
It turns into comic books.
Yeah, like we are getting there now, and it's just kind of like
I'm excited.
Oh fuck, I don't know if I care. Like I don't know anymore.
Well, how long before you think that we get into like guest artist special edition movie, like artist variant movie posters?
I think that's been happening already.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so the trailer looks neat. It looks like a absolutely loaded cast, and
yeah, Gemma Chan's in here, Kumail Nanjiani's in here,
Angelina
Jolie's in here, Selma Hayek.
Is Kit Harington in this movie?
Yeah, Kit Harington's in here.
Dang.
He is. Isn't that other guy from Game of Thrones also in it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah. He is. Yeah.
Who was that guy?
Yeah, me either. Shoot.
Richard Madden? No.
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah, Richard Madden. Yeah. So. Yeah, it definitely looks. It looks epic. Is this year? I can't remember. Next year.
2021, November 5th.
Oh, this is before Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, seems neat.
Wicked. Yeah, this cast. I can't believe like we're at a point now where like Selma Hayek and Angelina Jolie are not big enough stars to just be. I am the main attraction. Like, man, the way Celebrity is brutal.
I think it's more like this is Marvel. We need more than one.
I guess, yeah, we have more money than God.
Yeah.
Just hire everybody.
Yeah, so it's like can't stop us.
That's true.
Yep. All
what else did
right.
you have?
Other things I had this week. I remember how we talked about Overwatch 2 being 5v5.
Yes.
You remember what the big change there was?
That May can't freeze people anymore?
Sorry, yeah, I said 5. Yeah, okay, sure. So 5v5, blah, blah, blah. The biggest issue with that is in esports. Think about it. What do you think the biggest issue is?
I think you mentioned something about off tanks being useless.
Okay, yeah, go with that.
Okay.
Who plays off tank?
You?
Sure, but like
everyone
in a team
who plays off tank.
Yeah,
the second guy who plays tank.
Okay, so
I don't know
what's his job now?
Main. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So everyone's starting to be a little fearful for their jobs.
Nice. Nice.
Which is kind of that's a thing.
They got to pull the XQC. They got to just transition into streaming.
Yeah, I guess so.
All Winston mains.
Okay, Computex was this week.
Okay.
So both Nvidia and AMD had press conferences.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize AMD announced anything, but
AMD announced a whole bunch of cool shit. That's not really. It probably won't affect us. It's more about like mobile processors and stuff and visions of the future and blah 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 and like all this other neat things that they have going on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nothing that we can really grasp at today. What I will say is they have their competitor to Nvidia has DLSS. I don't know if your card supports that.
I don't know. I don't know if 1080s support DLSS.
Yeah, but AMD has a competitor to that.
Okay.
And it works on Nvidia GPUs.
Oh, the TI has DLSS. I don't think mine does.
Oh, okay. It doesn't look as good as DLSS, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, but usually like AMD shit is like number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
if you're in the know,
Yeah.
like buying AMD parts is basically you saying, "Yeah, I run Linux."
But that's just it. Not anymore, right? They're the industry leader now.
Are they though?
They're beating Intel,
True. You know what? That is true.
right?
They're becoming
Like
okay.
if they're beating Intel, then whatever.
I keep forgetting that AMD is more than just because like Intel is the processor.
Yes.
And Nvidia is the graphics card.
Yeah, AMD is both.
And AMD is technically competing against both markets. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's that. Nvidia came back and launched 2 new graphics cards this week.
Okay.
They have the 3070 Ti,
All right.
which is like the 3070, but
Better.
slightly better.
Why don't they just call these like the 3075?
Because they like Ti.
All right.
I think it's rated at like a 3% increase over 3070.
Okay. Why even?
It's
All
like
right.
$100 more, 30% increase.
Why even buy it at that point?
The interesting card they released is the 3080 Ti.
Okay. In between the top end $1,000 card and the top end $2,000 card.
Yes,
All right.
that's what they released. But when you look at it, it actually has the same performance as the 3090.
Interesting.
The difference is it has half of the VRAM. So I think the 3090 has 24 gigs of
VRAM?
of GDDR6X.
Yeah.
And the 3080 has 12.
That's still a lot, man.
So on
lot.
performance, they're actually identical. The difference is that one is better for like if you're working in Unreal Engine and you need the huge video memory to load in your entire asset.
Okay.
But as a consumer level gaming part, you probably don't need that. So compared to the 3090, yeah, it looks like a bargain.
So major question.
Yeah.
Are they even able to build these?
Well, I tried to buy one today.
Oh my god.
I just wanted to see if I could. I couldn't. I obviously couldn't. So
That's like are they announcing these to be like, check it out, crypto miners? Like
pretty much. Yeah, so the
Okay.
3080 Ti launched today, June 3rd, and the 3070 Ti will launch on June 10th. So if you want to pay significantly more for 1% gains, these are the cards for you. But who am I kidding? You're not going to be able to buy them anyway, even if you wanted to.
yeah, that's like I would love a 3000 series card,
Yeah.
but also like I don't want to go through that much trouble. Like I don't want to learn how to set up fucking buy bots
Yeah, it's wild.
and shit like that. So I'm over it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's where the tech world is for cards and stuff. Good luck to everybody out there.
Even with the luck, man, like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, good luck. I heard that your favorite company, Balenciaga.
Ooh, you know what? If I am anything, I am a hype beast. You know,
Oh,
I am one with the fashion world.
Well, Anthony, they have teamed up with probably one of your greatest loves, and that is PlayStation.
Interesting. Okay, my two worlds coming together.
And they have created a PlayStation. Oh, actually, it's a PlayStation 5 Balenciaga collaboration.
I heard that the shirt for this costs more than a PS5.
That is because it does.
That's so insane. That's so nuts.
That is true. A PS5 retails for what is it? Is it $3.99 in America?
I think so. $3 or $4.99.
Yes. Well, this T-shirt
T-shirt.
goes for incredible
All right.
bargain.
At
$675.
holy shit.
But do you want the hoodie? Because that's probably more your speed.
Obviously, yeah. You know, I want to be cozy.
No, then just pony up an extra $200.
Oh my god, it's a $800 jacket hoodie
Yeah, but it's got Balenciaga
on
with the
fuck?
PlayStation triangle, square, circle, cross.
I'm currently on the Balenciaga website,
Yeah.
and that the stuff you mentioned might be the cheapest stuff they have on here.
Yeah, because it's just a black shirt. Like, this might be the laziest collaboration. Like, it's literally just black and logos.
You want to see what high fashion is now, Vince?
No, I don't.
So imagine, you remember like back in the 90s when like all your favorite on TV personalities, they would have the flannel shirt.
Yes.
But they would tie it around the waist.
Yes.
So what if you had them sewn into the jeans?
Why?
What? You don't. What if your flannel shirt was sewn into your belt loop?
Wow.
For the low price of like 2,000 Canadian. You too can own hybrid shirt pants.
Wow. That's ridiculous. But I will admit, I can't be too critical because when I was younger, I had a blazer
Yeah.
with the hoodie sewn in. Like, it wasn't a full hoodie part. It was just the hood and the part that would show on the...
Oh, so you're a fashion, like, was it poser?
Absolutely.
You motherfucker.
Because it was thinner and lighter to wear and I wouldn't get hot in it.
Fucking poser.
It was great.
Suffer with the rest of us.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with the fashion update. Looks good. I think I don't have anything else. Those were the only things I saw that really I can remember.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, God of War sequel delayed.
All right. You know what? That's perfect because I got a bunch of delayed, quick ones. Just shoot them off.
Okay.
God of War Ragnarok delayed 2022.
Yeah.
King of Fighters 15 delayed 2022.
Oh man.
Axiom Verge 2 delayed Q3 this year.
When was that supposed to come
I
out?
think it was supposed to come out this summer,
Oh.
and now it is not.
Okay.
Nocturne Remastered came out, and now everyone is like pretending that they actually beat that game. So I don't know. Nobody beat that game that I know because it's so fucking hard.
Okay.
But it's out. It's cool. Check it out. You remember the Lost Judgment sequel I brought up 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Or the Judgment sequel, Lost Judgment? Well, they've announced one of their new arcade games that you can play inside the Club Sega that's inside the video game.
What is it?
Sonic Fighters, baby! Sonic Fighters inside of Yakuza, not Yakuza.
Sonic Fighters?
Sonic Fighters.
Why?
Because they can. Because the Yakuza franchise is the biggest thing Sega has going for them, and they have free reign.
But why Sonic Fighters?
Because listen, with the new focus on esports.
What? No. No.
Sonic Fighters esports is coming back, baby.
I don't think so. Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
It's in there.
Wow.
Look how good that game looks, baby. Look at how good that game looks. Look at the shadows.
I will look at the game. Yeah, sure. Good? I don't know. Look at game? Yeah.
Look
okay.
at game. Oh, yeah, sure. So I thought that was fucking hilarious. EA continues to make people want to hate them in that they are delisting a handful of Need for Speed games with pretty much no warning whatsoever.
Oh.
Why? So, okay, first off, they're getting rid of 5 Need for Speed titles. They're getting Need for Speed Carbon, Undercover, Shift 2, The Run, and that's it. And they're getting rid of all of those because they have said that it is no longer feasible for them to continue to work on the games behind the scenes to keep them up and running. So it's really interesting because you can just take the servers down, right? And it's just like, hey, when you buy this game digitally, there's no online. And so everyone's confused as to why you would just delist all those games. And it's another downside of digital distribution, but also it's like not that big of a deal because all these games are released physically. So whatever.
Interesting.
EA said it is now shifting gears to focus on future Need for Speed games. So,
because they don't always have a Need for Speed game.
I don't know where this comes out from, and
that's like Ubisoft saying like we are shifting towards the next Assassin's Creed,
Yeah.
and it's like
we are stealthily moving forward.
okay,
Yeah, this whole thing, I don't really know why. They're even removing it off of their own Origin platform.
all right,
So they're removing off of everything. It is just gone.
Fair enough.
It's I don't know. It's a weird pull, and it's more of me being like, see physical media, bitch.
all right.
After that, we have what else? We have Monster Hunter 3.0 came out.
3.0?
Yeah, Monster Hunter. What's Rise 3.0 patch came out?
Yes.
There's that an actual ending apparently now, or a new
story right. Ending. There's an ending.
So that's a big one. I know you're done though.
Yeah.
You're over it.
I'm done.
Disgusting.
How is it?
Listen, I haven't got there yet.
Oh, okay.
I've been doing homework all week.
Oh shit.
I haven't had the chance to play at all.
Oh.
The other big one was the Dragon Quest event that happened in Japan.
Yes.
So there was a worldwide simulcast. They had very hilarious live translation because the English translator is trying to keep up with all the Japanese.
Yeah.
While it's live was fantastic.
Oh.
Just them messing up left and right. It was pretty great. So they announced a bunch of stuff. They have like a Dragon Quest puzzle game where you have to like match up erasers. Like what's that one game called? Oh, I forget. But yeah, it's like Puyo almost. Puyo. So you match up like 3 Dragon Quest erasers, and they go away, but then they erase the monster that you're trying to defeat.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cute. But really, the only one that kind of matters for us in North America is the Dragon Quest 3 remake, which is Dragon Quest 3 2D to HD, or 2D to 3D HD. It's a really fucking Japanese title. It's ridiculous.
Looks cool.
But they're using the Octopath engine to remake Dragon Quest 3, and it looks sick. It looks really nice. They show combat, and it seems like it transitions from the Octopath style behind the back of the party, which I was looking through old games the other day, and that's just Golden Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's why that like camera work looks so familiar. It's just fucking Golden Sun.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Dragon Quest 12 is a video game that exists.
It's a video game.
Yeah, because they showed the title card, and it's edgy. It's dark Dragon Quest.
So when no details, right? It's just
they said they made Dragon Quest for adults.
Great.
And that's it. That's all they said.
Awesome.
There was some other cool stuff. They have a lot of cool Dragon Quest merch that's coming out. They're making a single player offline version of Dragon Quest X, which was the MMO.
Oh, that came out to the Switch, right?
The Dragon Quest X? Maybe in Japan only, because that MMO is still in Japan only. And everyone was losing their mind when they showed the new expansion for Dragon Quest X. And they're like, oh shit, it's coming to the West, what the fuck? And then like after the trailer had been running for like 30, 45 seconds, eventually a little asterisk came up that said, no plan for worldwide release. And everyone's like, no! So that was pretty funny.
Well, what are you going to do?
Exactly. What are you going to do? Come on. But it was a cool little announcement trailer, or announcement event. It was very cute.
Yeah.
I liked it. And then E3, we mentioned, is a thing, and it's going to be all online and virtual, and the schedule's out.
Oh, yes, that's next week.
Yeah, it is next week. Starts off Saturday, June 12th, my bad. Ubisoft Forward. And then Gearbox Entertainment is having their own thing, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then after that, Sunday is going to be Xbox and Bethesda Showcase.
Oh, yeah, they combined.
Because remember, Xbox bought Bethesda.
Yeah.
And then after that is Square Enix Presents.
Okay.
Monday, June 14th is Capcom and Take-Two Interactive. Tuesday, June 15th is Nintendo Direct and Treehouse Live. And then Bandai Namco. And then Thursday, July 22nd, like big jump there, is EA Play Live. Big thing here is Sony dropped out of E3.
Yeah, but Sony will probably have something.
They've been doing their own shit for a while now.
They have like a state of play every 2 weeks, but it's like one trailer.
Yeah.
And it's I guess you got to roll the dice on whether you care for it or not.
Which is one of the ones that we were going to talk about in our week, which is they showed Horizon Zero Dawn, or not Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon
Forbidden West.
Forbidden West.
Forbidden West.
Technicolor Water Dream Code.
Game looks good.
That looks like a good game.
It's a good game.
You know, the last game was pretty good, and then they made another one, and it also looks good. But they did more stuff.
Yeah, this game looks wild. I can't wait to play this game.
It's definitely one of those games where I think it is. It's still such a fresh idea because the first one came out so long ago, and they really didn't do too much. I think there was an expansion, like one expansion with it.
Yeah, Frozen Wilds.
Yeah, I didn't play that.
I have it.
Did you play it?
No.
Okay. Well, they didn't do too much with it, so I feel like it hasn't overstayed its welcome. But the way that game is made and the way it is structured is just like, oh, they found the Ubisoft formula. This is the PlayStation Far Cry.
Yeah.
Right? This is the PlayStation Assassin's Creed. And I'm like, no, they're going to run it into the fucking ground.
I don't think they have enough manpower to make it that way.
Yeah, probably not. But it looks cool. I don't know. If you played Horizon Zero Dawn, there's kind of not too much else to say about it.
Yeah, that's a great game. I have a friend actually who purchased a PlayStation 5, and he's like, Vin, should I buy this game? Because I don't have anything to play. I'm like, what game? He said Horizon. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome. How have you not played that?
Yeah,
you love
fantastic.
Because like he is a 100% PlayStation fanboy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, how have you not played like the best PlayStation game in like the past 5 years? And he's like, you know, it's like,
what about dinosaurs? Kind of kiddie.
You know, and I'm like, okay, well, you should play it. He's like, maybe I'll wait till it's free on PlayStation Plus. I'm like, okay.
All right.
So it's out there. It's on PS5, and he has the PS5 upgrade.
Yeah.
He's like, why didn't you tell me to play this before? This game is incredible.
I did tell you to play it, you dumb bitch.
And he's like, why'd you let me sleep on this? I'm like, you know what? I don't fucking care.
Now you know how I feel, Vince. Now you know how I feel.
What are you talking about?
When I tell you to play games.
Like what? I play all the games.
Yeah, listen, but you don't play them when I tell you to play them.
I play all the games.
You don't tell them when
I tell you when they're not good.
And your friend, he plays all the games too.
No, he doesn't. he apparently doesn't.
How the turns have tabled, Vince. How the turns
Excuse
have
me?
tabled.
Yes. And then I told him to play Mass Effect, and he's like, what's that?
Yeah, that game's dog shit. Don't even play it. There's like this whole part where you gotta go into a fucking spaceship. It's dumb. Elevators everywhere.
Oh, yes. That's the greatest part of the game. Greatest part of the game.
Greatest
part of the game.
Fuck off. So yeah, there was that at their state of play. It looks good. And then Dying Light 2 had another showcase.
Yeah, the game looks interesting.
That game, like the trailer for Dying Light 2 makes me want to go back and play Dying Light 1.
Yeah, because I'm like, is that really what Dying Light 1 was like?
Like Mirror's Edge with zombies and crafting.
Yeah, I was like, was that really what Dying Light was?
Apparently. That game looks sick.
Yeah.
I need to look into this. Is this on sale? Ooh, Dying Light on $16.99? Is that a sale?
But is it yeah, because like I have a friend, and her fiance, she told me she would spend endless nights watching him play, and be like, "Is it good?" She's like, "Yeah, it's awesome." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, "All right, I guess I could look into this," but I kind of just forgot.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But it looks really good. The whole like parkour thing. They got the different. Again, everything's looking like fucking Far Cry. Everything's looking like a Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
So they got that. They got different factions, craft your weapons, spec your dude out to either be hardcore parkour, or you could like just hit people with a bat. Zombies don't like getting a tan because they got like portable UV lights that, you know, just they're like, UV, shit, vitamin D, I'm out of here.
Dying Light has an enhanced edition?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. It's $1 more.
Why would you not?
What if your computer can't run it?
I'm sure anybody can run this.
All right, we'll get into our weeks then.
Okay. Oh no! Oh no!
But and then after that was Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
They showed more Cuba. I think you coined it perfectly when you're like, man, this is Far Cry 6 : the backpack. They are putting a real emphasis on backpacks.
Yeah.
And what you can do with backpacks.
I only said it as a joke, but like one of the actual like bullet points the dude actually lists out is like, and then we got these backpacks.
You got these sick backpacks, bro. Listen, You thought Adidas backpacks were cool.
Yeah.
Oshkosh bagosh, get out of my face. I'm at...
Fuck your Jansport.
Exactly. Jansports are for losers. You can't even shoot missiles out of your backpack. Oh, they need official backpack branding.
I know.
As like DLC in that game.
I don't know.
Imagine you can roll around with the Jansport you own.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know.
So yeah, they have like all this crazy shit. So it's placed in Cuba. You're a gorilla, and you got to go into not like actually like the animal,
Yes,
but like
a gorilla of war.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What if it was like instead of Kratos?
Shut up.
What if Kratos was a gorilla? And then he had, like the gorilla had the the chaos blades or whatever the fuck that shit was.
Then you're just Kong.
Yeah, but he has chain swords.
Kong had a chain at one point when he's fighting Godzilla, no?
True. You know what? True, he did. Make it happen.
Oh, man.
Make it happen, Santa Monica Studios.
Right.
I want Kratos as a gorilla.
All right.
But what was I talking about? I got too distracted by the idea of a gorilla Kratos.
Yeah, clearly.
What was it? Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're a war, you're a resistance, and you are going up against the government, which you do in pretty much every Far Cry game. And yeah, you craft weapons. You are in Cuba, so you get cool Cuban or American 50s cars.
Okay.
You makeshift weapons and shit. One was like a Macarena gun.
Yeah.
Shoot C's. And then then the final one, is backpacks. You have a backpack that is like mortar cannons. You have a backpack that is, hey, here's more like endless fuel for your flamethrower, so you can commit war crimes. This game looks wild.
Wow.
It looks pretty cool. And I'm like, maybe I should play Far Cry 5. Maybe I should get into America Far Cry.
Should.
We'll see. Well, I missed the sale on it, but Steam Summer Sale is probably around the corner. So who cares?
Okay.
And then the last one is the one I missed when I was going through all the quick ones is God of War and Gran Turismo 7. Obviously still coming out. But they're also coming out on PS4.
Oh.
So yeah, if you do not have a PS5, do not worry. You can play both of those games on your PlayStation.
That's interesting that like Sony is going, I guess, multi-console with these games.
Yeah, it especially since the PlayStation 5 has apparently been selling like
hotcakes. Yeah. So like I am surprised. Like it's not like I guess what's the point if like you have this install base that's already super huge, and you have no fear of your PS5 being weak on sale? Like the demand's still there.
But I was thinking it's probably because of manufacturing issues. Like I'm sure PlayStation 5 would have sold way more if there wasn't this like electronic shortage worldwide.
Yeah.
And maybe they think that they wouldn't be able to make as much money.
Probably.
Only releasing on like playing hardball and being like buy a PS5 to play this game.
Yeah.
I bet if there wasn't this electronic shortage, this would be less of a or this wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, maybe. Could be.
But how many cars do you think Homie got under to film lossless exhaust audio in Gran Turismo 7?
Do you have this stat?
I don't know. I don't have it. I wish I did.
I thought you were gonna hit me with a stat.
No,
like,
I wish. Man. I fucking wish.
I don't know. All the cars?
Probably. I hope so.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of like the quick catch up there. It's surprisingly not a lot of shit happened, or I guess unsurprisingly not a lot of shit happened.
Yeah. Not much is happening.
I think everyone's saving it for E3, E-Triple.
Yeah, and I think that's where we'll go. I mean, I saw some interesting rumors.
Okay.
Guess what?
Switch Pro?
No. Guess who joined John Wick 4?
Oh, I read this, but I forget.
Donnie Yen.
Oh, I think this was someone. There was someone different.
What? You didn't read this one?
I didn't read this one.
Donnie Yen joins John Wick 4.
That's the ultimate one. Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, who did you read joined?
Rina Sawayama joined
Who
Keanu.
cares?
What are you talking about? Queer pop star darling, Rina Sawayama.
Okay, fine, but like,
do you hate the gays, Vince? Is that what you're telling me right now? Are you telling me that the gays are not important to you?
What's the gays?
Gay people. The LGBTQ plus 2.
I don't hate them.
So you dislike them, is what you're talking.
I have no feelings towards them.
Wow. Bigot.
Listen, I just don't.
No, it's the only one I heard just because I follow her and I like her music. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but the other one I heard was who owns the Fast franchise? Is it Paramount?
I believe so.
They would like to do a crossover
with John Wick and Fast and the Furious.
You're never gonna guess.
Dora the Explorer.
Ooh, you're getting closer. No.
wait. Hold up.
No.
Oh shit! No. The ultimate crossover.
What?
Need for Speed. Fucking Need for Speed. What's it called? Most Wanted. With
No.
the Blacklist. Razor Callahan
no.
coming back,
No.
taking it back to the street racing roots.
No. The crossover you didn't know you wanted.
You're just another bolt-on wonder boy looking to get smoked.
Fast and the Furious X. Oh, sorry, they want to make a cinematic universe. Sorry. With Fast and Furious and
Jason. Friday the 13th.
Jurassic World.
What? No, that's not real. Fuck you, that's not real.
You don't want to see Dom fight a T-Rex with a truck?
That's not real. Fuck you.
You don't want to see him boost? Come on. I know you want.
That's not real.
You don't want to see Dom walk up to a T-Rex and stomp the ground?
There could be a Fast and the Furious / Jurassic Park mashup. The fuck off. No way. What is this bullshit?
It's not bullshit. It is reality. Embrace it.
You know what?
See, now that you read the headline, you're like, I can dig it. I'm in.
You know what? This has to be. They have to make it as like Adam West Batman levels of camp.
Can't be that obvious.
It has to be. There's no other way to do that.
They can't do it. It's got to be serious.
Yeah, but that's the way you make it campy.
You know he's gonna be like for my family.
Is he gonna like drift the Velociraptor?
And Chris Pratt's gonna come in with the Raptors and be like, this is my family.
Boo!
Yeah, so
what is it like? Vin Diesel's gonna fucking drive like a blue Mustang?
Yeah.
What cars are named after dinosaurs?
Ford F-150 Raptor.
So he's gonna drive a blue Raptor.
Yeah.
The truck.
Yeah.
And then Chris Pratt's gonna have blue
the Raptor.
Oh my god, it's perfect. I'm back in. You know what? Fuck what I said earlier. I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw this and thought, yeah, this is it. This is the one.
Dude. Hell yeah. Hell. Oh, you know what? I'm in it. You know what? I'll be the writer. Hire me. This is great. I got your back, baby. This is Asura's Wrath level of stupid.
I mean, it is pretty stupid. All right, cool. That's the last I read of the small things.
Okay.
So we've been gone 2 weeks, Anthony.
Yeah.
Once we last recorded, I issued you a challenge.
Yeah. Oh, was that real? You actually wanted me to do that?
I want to know if you took up on it.
I didn't.
What?
I did not.
So in 2 weeks, you couldn't find 1 hour to just disconnect.
I didn't think you were serious.
Oh, so?
I thought it was like it was part of, like a back and forth banter, jovial podcast.
No! I issued you a challenge.
I did not do it.
What's wrong, Anthony? Too afraid to be alone with your thoughts?
Yeah. Duh. The fuck? That shit's scary as shit. I'm not doing that. The fuck you talking about?
All right, so then what did you do?
So I did a lot of homework.
Oh.
But I did manage to do a lot of little things.
Okay.
But one was one I did the week we recorded, but I forgot to talk about, which was a manga I've been reading.
Yeah, you talked this after we recorded.
Recommended to me by the most wholesome YouTuber on the whole platform, the Queen of Degeneracy, Sid Snap.
Okay.
And it's called Chastity Reverse World.
Yep, you did talk about this after we recorded.
You can read it on such websites, reputable websites, as ehentai.com.
So reputable.
So reputable, so wholesome. Gather the family around. Make sure ad blocker's on.
I am glad we have this established.
And how this manga works out is that, okay, first off, not pornography. I'm gonna just tell you right now. It's on the porn website, but it is classified under non-H.
You know what? If I have to go to a porn website to read a piece of fiction, it might as well be porn.
It's not porn though. There is no nudity.
You know who you sound like right now, right?
What?
I read the Playboys for the articles.
Listen, I read the Playboys for the articles. I'm serious, okay? There's no porn. There's no there's no nudity. There's no just like hentai plot. Basically, what it is that there's a girl,
is it an ugly bastard?
There's no ugly bastard.
Okay.
There is a girl. Her name is Ichikawa.
Like a really good hentai then. Go ahead.
Huh? There is a girl named Ichikawa. She is in the hospital and she wakes up from being in a coma because Truck Kun just clapped her. And so she wakes up, but she wakes up in a new world. Stop me if you've heard that before.
Oh no.
It is technically an isekai. So she wakes up in a world parallel to her own. But one specific thing has changed in that the attitudes towards sex between men and women have switched.
Okay.
So females in this world act like dudes. They're always horny. They always want to fuck. They don't know why guys don't want to fuck them. And then guys are very reserved. They're like, hey, no, like that's inappropriate, like that kind of stuff. And they're more protective of their sexuality. And the whole thing is a comedy about what would happen if girls acted like dudes when it came to sex and vice versa.
Okay.
It's fucking hilarious. The chapter I'm on right now, she walks into her friends all gathered around the whatever at lunch, like the desks at lunch. They're all having, a jovial conversation about what was the first item that broke their hymen.
Oh.
Right? And stuff like that. And in this world, it's funny too, because you know how like here it's whenever like someone advertises beer or fashion, it's like a hot girl, bikini, huge tits, right? It's very sexualized. It's a sexualized nature of the woman.
Yes.
Right? For the male gaze. In this world, it is all sexualized towards the female gaze. So it is ripped dudes. There was one ad for a beer where the only thing that was showing was the beer and then a cut from the kneecaps to the bottom of the pecs of a ripped dude in a Speedo with like the biggest bulge in that Speedo you've ever seen.
Nice.
And it's really interesting premise. It's really funny. I recommend it as a read. If you can find it on a different website, maybe do that. But the only place I found it is on the porn website. But it's pretty good. I enjoy it. It's very, very funny. And then the other one is because the other girl, the main girl, she still acts like, from the other world.
Oh,
She acts like a regular woman with her sexuality. She's more popular with the boys. And so all of her friends hate her.
Oh.
Like, how come she's so popular with the guys? What the fuck? It's pretty good. I liked it.
Wow.
I played a bit of Apex. I got a new mouse pad.
Oh, yes.
So I actually bought a mouse pad.
Yes.
So I have a mouse pad now.
Yes.
I bought a hard mouse pad.
How was that?
It's it's like I'm on ice.
Smooth.
There's no friction.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to change my aiming from wrist control to forearm control.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I crank down my mouse sensitivity to 800 DPI. I'm using like 1.0.
Where were you at before?
I think I was either at 1600 and 2400.
Holy
shit. I was just making like micro movements because I didn't want to get carpal tunnel.
Oh wow. Yeah, because I've always been at 800.
Yeah, so I put it down to 800 DPI and I put the in-game sense on Apex down to 1. And I really have to like drag my mouse to get anywhere now. But my if I quickly get into a firefight, like my jitters don't affect the reticle as much anymore. And I'm definitely seeing an improvement in my gameplay where on like a decent landing in Apex, I would have went from 0 kills a game to at least 2.
It was good.
And it's like a strict improvement from just having a mouse pad and just changing the sense.
That sounds good.
And it's awesome. It's
cool.
Really fun. I've been trying to do more arenas.
Oh, just to practice
different weapons. I had one like primo game with the wingman, and I was like, bro,
Oh,
I'm basically Asu.
Oh, no.
I'm crushing it here.
Oh,
and then I
no.
went into like a battle royale with the wingman. I got fucking demolished. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, okay, I still need full auto.
Yeah.
There's a lot about that game that I've been trying to get better at. A lot of zipline manipulation is still difficult. I cannot do a wall bounce for the fucking life of me. I don't know how they do it, but it's hard as shit. And yeah, it's been okay. What else have we been doing? So the new Metro was on sale. Metro Exodus was on sale at one point, and I was like, you know what? I've gotten the other two Metro games through like bundles at some point. I'm gonna try and play the Metro games. So I booted up. First off, I wanted to see what Metro Exodus looked like, and when I bought it, it came with an enhanced edition.
Okay.
So I downloaded that.
What are these specs?
Booted it up.
Yeah.
Big dialogue box shows up
And says,
your PC does not meet the minimum requirements for this video game.
wait, what?
So
What are you talking about?
my processor and my RAM are okay,
Okay.
but my graphics card does not meet the enhanced edition requirements.
Really?
Yeah, so I think it's minimum 2000 series for the enhanced edition.
Yeah, 2060.
Yeah, minimum 2060 for the enhanced edition, because I looked up like what's that YouTube channel that does all the technical breakdowns? Something Foundry.
Digital Foundry,
So I
yeah.
watched the Digital Foundry video on it, and it is like natural lighting, ray tracing bullshit maxed to 11. The game looks super nice.
Yeah.
I can't run it. So I uninstalled it and had to reinstall the basic version.
Wait, hold on. No, it says you need a 1070.
That's for the basic version, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. But for the enhanced one, it just wouldn't let me run it.
Okay.
So yeah. So I
Damn.
fucking sucked. So I'm like, man, 3000 series card though. But I went back to play Metro 2033, the original. Dude, that shit has aged.
Yeah, I remember that game came out and like people saying it's pretty cool,
Yeah.
but I kind of just slept on it because like I'll get to when I get to because I didn't feel like it was important at
Yeah.
the time. And then I went back and I tried to play it like years later. I'm like, oh, this game feels old.
This game, it is old.
Yeah.
It's very linear, and usually how it plays out is here is hub area. Oh yeah, so the story is that World War III happened.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking launched the shit out of their nuclear weapons,
Yeah.
and above ground is desolate and full of mutants. So
Mm.
you, being in Russia, live in the Metro
Metro.
in the year 2033, and you have a bunch of each like train station type of thing is a civilization now.
Yeah.
And so you have to travel through the metro tunnels in order to get to different stations and whatever. And you're trying to figure out some bullshit. I don't know, some mutant stuff. Very reminiscent of Stalker, if you ever played those games. But this original one, I only went back to play because I heard all of the stories were interconnected. And I was like, fuck, I want to know what happens.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I went back and I'm playing this one, and I played like a good hour, 2 hours of it, and I'm like, this game is so old. And it's like old in a way where it's not like charming, it's just difficult.
That's the
And-
game we have to like trade for ammo, right?
Yeah, so you can get like military grade ammo, which is like really good, but then you use that's your currency.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to use your regular shitty bullets, you can load in the military grade ammo into your weapon and use that, and it's
Yeah.
super powerful.
Yeah.
At least from what I've seen, never worth it to use your military grade ammo as
I just
actual
remember
ammo.
I think I played the game mostly just melee.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like when I saw that your currency was your ammo, I was like, fuck this. I'm not using a bullet.
Yeah. So it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult. But I don't know. It's okay so far. I think the other games are probably going to get better, but I'm thinking of just switching the difficulty to they have two difficulties. One is like original, and the other one is like mercenary.
Yeah.
And mercenary is like you're gonna play this like a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
You're just gonna run through it, fucking shoot people in the head, ammo's everywhere. Just go for it.
Yeah.
So I might just do that just to get through it.
Mhm.
After that was Descenders.
Descenders.
I talked about this a couple years ago. It was a procedurally generated downhill mountain biking game.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And it was like time trial shit.
Yeah.
So I finally got it. It was on sale. It was like $10 or something.
Yeah.
That game's fun. It is very reminiscent. Did you ever, like, on the PlayStation 2, did you ever play those, like, motocross ATV games?
Um.
The The ones that are now like sponsored by Monster Energy and shit.
On the PS2, no, I put it on. I think on the PS3. What was it called? Was it called Ride?
Right, kind of like that, yeah, Ride or whatever like that. It
Uh,
reminds me of those kind of games.
yeah.
It's very simple. You have a hub world, and then there's where you can like be in a lobby with other people and like do whatever in this like bike park. But then when you actually want to unlock stuff, which is just cosmetics, it's only cosmetics. You have to do runs, and you progress your way through different tile sets.
I see.
And there's 8 different tile sets in the game. So there's like a forest, a desert, winter, mountain type thing. And then certain tile sets are harder than others. And then as you go through the levels, each level has 3 sliders. One is steepness, the other one is curves, and the last one is stunts. So the higher the steepness curve, obviously the more hills there are, the more stunts, the more like park things there are. So ramps and jumps and tabletops and stuff like that.
For sure, for sure.
And what you want to do is you want to get from point A to the end. You want to do some tricks and rack up points. So you kind of got to be a little bit dangerous, because the more points you rack up, the more crew members you unlock for passive bonuses.
Yeah.
And then you got to make your best roguelike run through a bunch of mountain terrain.
Ah, okay.
It's pretty cool. Once you beat one tile set 3 times, it unlocks a shortcut for that tile set, because they always go in order. So it's like, okay, you beat the forest one 3 times, so now we'll just let you start from the second tile set and go from there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's cool. It's a really good, like, I want to kill half an hour type of game. Or like, I just need a quick break, because everything is instant. You load up the game, you load up the hub world, and then you just go. There's almost no downtime.
Okay.
And they got a bunch of like silly cosmetics. Like I just got a fucking pink bike. I got a squid helmet. Like my head is a squid now. I saw some guy rolling around with glow in the dark wheels, and then when he went fast, it left like the Tron trail.
Oh, cool.
And that kind of stuff. But all that shit's random.
How much is this?
It was on sale, so I think I got it cheaper than normal. I can look it up right now. Descenders.
Sounds like $20.
I can't spell it right, apparently.
Wow. Okay. Great.
Store page. Let's go. It is right now it's 15 Canadian. So 14.49.
Okay.
But I don't know. I like it. It's a very good quick play game. Definitely play it on a controller. Playing this thing on the keyboard is no bueno.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it's fun. It's
cool.
I like it. What else is there? Booted up VF5 for a bit. Virtual Fighter 5.
Is that free on PlayStation?
It's free on PlayStation Plus. It is PS4 exclusive.
Oh.
So right now the only way you can get it is on PS4. And if you have PlayStation Plus, you just get it for free. And they have one DLC pack, which I believe is around $15 Canadian. And it gets you like over 2,000 customizable options.
Okay.
You get old stages from Virtua Fighter 1. You can play as Virtua Fighter 1 models against other people.
Yeah.
You can change the HUD to old games.
Yeah.
So the life bars and stuff are different. So it's purely cosmetic. Everything else is in that game that matters is in that game. Everything else is just cosmetic that you buy.
Okay.
That's Virtua Fighter, baby. It's Virtua Fighter 5 as I remember it. There's a bunch of new characters because the PS3 didn't get the Final Showdown edition, so I didn't get all the other characters. But that is that's a good game. Virtua Fighter is really fucking good, and it continues to be good. I haven't played it enough to say anything about the new characters, but I am leaning towards the sumo wrestler Taka Arashi.
Taka Arashi.
He is apparently a weight class of his own, called like super heavyweight because he's a sumo. And do you remember Kage in those games, the ninja?
Yeah.
He has a move where he like somersaults over you and then kicks you in the back and you just launch into the air.
Yeah.
When you do that on Taka Arashi, he does not go in the air.
Oh, he just stays there.
Like the whole time, Kage's like, "Oh fuck, you're so heavy," and then you just kind of like fall over.
Yeah.
Right. And he seems really fun. It's a half grappler, half striker, sumo, obviously. So yeah, it's cool. I like it. I'm gonna try and play more now that I have some free time before the other semester starts.
You playing on? What are you using?
I'm using the arcade stick.
Oh, okay.
So was it Blaven let me borrow his It's Quanba something. It's some baller ass stick because he has a cheat box now. He's got a hitbox.
Oh yeah, that's the thing he was asking about. Yeah,
a fucking cheater.
well, when you need it, you know.
True. So he let
Pay
me
to win,
exactly.
right?
He let me borrow his legit stick, and then I've been using that, and it's so much nicer to have like a big play area. Like the thing's just really heavy, so it stays in place if you're just moving it around. A lot of hand space, a lot of arm space, and also this thing just works on PC. So I've been playing like Ultra Street Fighter 4 on PC and getting my fucking ass handed to me.
Well, that's good.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Because other people kept playing the game and never stopped, and now they're exponentially better than where I was when I stopped.
So then go play 5.
Nah. No, I think Strive is going to be the one to go for.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I think the time I actually spent most of it, because I did all these things, but I would say that the amount of time I spent on all of those things combined,
yeah,
probably like 2 hours, 3 hours in total.
Oh,
like I didn't actually play too much.
I didn't
of
really.
anything,
Okay,
right?
okay.
I was just going through it. The thing I spent the most time doing is playing official PlayStation Magazine demo discs on my PlayStation 2.
Why?
Because I found my CD spindle of PlayStation 2 demo discs.
Okay.
And I have been looking in how to archive and stream PlayStation demo discs.
Why?
Because it seems like a fun project, Vince. Stop fucking shaming me. What the hell? You're out here playing retro games.
Why? At least I'm playing full games.
Yeah, but listen. I'm also getting hot tips and tricks for Dynasty Warriors. The first one.
Oh my god.
And yo, did you know those things have like fucking saved games that you could download from the demo disc?
Like what? Tell me one that's worth doing.
Remember Dark Summit?
No.
The PlayStation 2 snowboarding game where you have to fight evil scientists with snowboarding?
No.
Remember Final Fight? Or sorry, no, was it? No, the EA boxing game. Fight Night?
Oh, Fight Night?
Remember Fight Night?
Because like Fight Night and Final Fight are two different things.
Yeah, sorry. Remember Fight Night?
Yes.
I got the 100% save for Fight Night.
Why?
I just was going through fucking nostalgia bombs, baby. This shit is awesome. It's such a specific part of my childhood, and like everywhere I go online, I'm just like, other than Giant Bomb, I can't find anyone who's doing like demo disc preservation. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spots. I'm sure someone's doing it.
But why would you want a demo disc preservation?
So you can see what video... It's about preserving the culture, Vince. It's about preserving the video game culture.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
So today, in the modern era, we got YouTubers. But back in the day, YouTube wasn't an option, You had cheatcodecentral.com.
Oh, Cheat Code Central.
Exactly.
What a classic.
What a classic. See? And these demo discs are classics. So I was playing classics like Fatal Frame 1. The classic horror game.
Get out of here. Go away.
Do you remember Saul from those demo discs? The fucking Filipino guy or Mexican guy who had all the hot tips and tricks in that section. I don't know. There's this one guy, Saul. I just remember him very vividly.
This is PlayStation Official Magazine?
Yeah. Ziff Davis owned 1UP Corporation, EGM family.
Okay, that's why. Because I never got PlayStation.
What?
No.
You were EGM man?
I bought EGM and then I bought Game Pro and then I bought the Edge.
Oh, you bought Edge? Wow. You're deep. You're deep in it, baby.
Edge had nice paper.
I was definitely a PlayStation fanboy during that era, so I just bought official PlayStation magazine.
Yeah. I remember I bought Edge specifically because I knew they were British and I was like, I need to know the opinions across the pond.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You know what? You gotta widen your horizons.
Yeah.
You've been a British file or whatever the fuck that term is for a long time apparently. So yeah, and I don't know. It's just like a cool little. Each demo disc is like a cool little time capsule, and I want to figure out a way to. So what I'm trying to do is I want to optimize my time. Okay. I want to stream them, but I also want to record them raw, like without me commentating on them and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out a way where I can both stream the game, but then have a separate recording software that's only recording the gameplay.
Oh.
And I don't know how to do that yet. So I'm like debating just like going on a forum or something, or like going back into the giant bomb forums and trying to figure it out.
Oh, because you just want,
right?
Like because right now the way it records, it takes whatever
takes everything within my OBS.
Oh.
Right. So I don't know if there's a way for me to set up like a separate OBS and then have it take from the same capture card, or if because that capture card is in use from one OBS that I can't use it in another. And yeah, because when I do the stream, it's set up differently because it's an SD game. It's a little bit scrunched, and then I have like the webcam in the side with the chat and everything. But if I want like the preservation upload or like the time capsule upload, I want it to just be the demo, right? So you have just raw footage.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to do that.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, you probably need something else.
Probably need something special. So
I don't know if you need something special, but like, sounds like you need 2 PCs.
There is a spare case right beside me. Interesting. Yeah. So it's been a cool little like trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
And then I think I have like over 50, 60 demo discs. And when I was doing this to get fully through 2 demo discs, it took me like 3-4 hours because it was going into every menu, playing every demo, watching every trailer, every behind the scenes.
Man, you watched the behind the scenes.
I did everything that the demo disc had to offer.
Couldn't be bothered with videos.
Really?
When I was a kid, nah, man. If I can't play it, I don't want to bother.
They had one for like, it was like E3 2007 or 2006 or something. And like PlayStation had this dome, this like spherical video dome in their booth. And they couldn't figure out a way to cool it. So they used tanks of liquid nitrogen to cool a video display booth. It was wild.
That does sound wild.
See? And I wouldn't have known this if it wasn't for preserving the culture.
Oh my god. All right.
So I think that's going to be like a summer project.
Wow.
I want to see how
what a nerd!
Exactly. And this got me talking to my other friends about like I've been reading old video game magazines and stuff like that because I still have a lot of my OPM issues. Yeah. Which I learned actually I have the final issue of OPM, which is cool.
Do you?
Yeah. Guess you know what the cover is on that?
What?
Fucking Motor Storm, baby.
Oh wow.
And I think it was like a preview of Motor Storm. It wasn't even like the game's out.
Wow, that's cool.
So it's pretty sweet. And then some of my other friends were just like, you know what? I have a lot of video game magazines, I think. You just want them? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. So now I'm getting even deeper, and I'm looking into like websites that sell. You know, like how there's board and bag or bag and board for comics.
Yeah.
Like board and bag for magazines.
Okay.
And then there's specific containers that allow you to store those magazines upright, so you can like flip through them, and there's no like pressure creasage and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, all right. And then like they have like high res scanners for magazines. So you could put the magazine like down and this thing will like scan them into high res images.
Interesting.
That you could then archive the magazines.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah.
I'm so impressed.
This is the rabbit hole I went down. I went from how do I preserve demo discs to how do I preserve magazines?
Man, see, like we clearly had 2 different weeks.
What did you do?
Because while you were preserving magazines,
no, preserving culture.
Okay, I was like, I went to upgrade my PC again.
So okay, you have a new graphics card in there.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it. It's a thick boy. Okay, isn't it the same graphics card?
Sure is.
Oh my god, how's it an upgrade then?
Because I got wicked lights.
Oh my god. Fuck you. You got a lot of lights now. You have a lot of LED fan lights going on.
I think it's because you can see them all now.
Maybe, I don't know. You just even this cord is lit. Like, what's going on with this cord here?
All right, that I did buy that. I was like, man, doesn't it look like it's just feeding it power?
This is like the new age version of, remember when you would trade Pokemon with a link cable?
Yeah.
Did you and your friends ever go like hold the cable really tight and be like, I can feel the Pokemon going through?
No.
I did that. That's what it
TJ,
seems
did
like.
we do that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's what I did.
No. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. That's like the visual representation of all the data going through your computer, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did that. It was a bit of a headache to try and figure it all out.
Like all the LEDs and stuff?
Yeah, like the wiring stuff, I realized I ran into a couple issues, like I didn't have enough connectors, I didn't have enough they all use different RGB, what do you call it?
You got there.
But I got there. You bet I got there.
So ridiculous.
And yeah, it looks good. And then I found a new place. I still have an Android in there somewhere, so
Yeah, I see it.
yeah,
I'm looking
so
at it.
it's sick.
It's of the worst Overwatch character, but that's fine.
It's the best Overwatch character in the Academy.
It's
skin.
definitely not May, so
I don't think I've opened that one yet. The only thing left for me now, I'm gonna put an order in. I'm just waiting on my girlfriend's what she wants because I want to get custom cables, like colored cables.
dude, no, sorry, I'm going back to the Nendroids.
Yeah.
You need to put May in there
Why?
because she'll keep your computer cool.
She can't free shit anymore.
She keeps it cold though. she'll make it.
She
as cold as
doesn't
possible.
go with my colors.
Change the colors then.
I can't. I'm bound. I'm bound.
I did it once. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, I'm bound to this color setup. So I'm stuck. Yeah. So I built the PC, rebuilt, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna go to my PlayStation.
All right.
I'm still playing Mass Effect 1.
Fucking loser.
I think,
dude, play new games.
I think I'm at 30 hours in that game.
Old games are garbage.
I am on the final mission. I think I'm at Ilos. Man, Mass Effect 1.
Was Mass Effect 1 or 2 the one where you kicked a dude out of a building if you were evil?
That's 2.
That's 2. Okay.
2. Because Mass Effect 1 doesn't have the one where you pull the triggers for your instant response.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Mass Effect 1. It's, 9 times out of 10, I kill Caden. Played the odds. He died again this time, so sick.
There you go.
Bye-bye. Because Caden was too much of a fucking simp, so he wouldn't
So Caden, it was between him and the girl, the space racist, right?
Yeah. Space racist or that dude.
I thought, so I think could you kill the space racist in 2?
No, you could kill her in 3.
3. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I thought Caden was a bitch.
Yeah.
And then in 3, the girl turned out to be a space racist. And I was like, fuck you, space racist.
So you killed
and I killed her.
Yeah. I do like how it's like, because the choice they provide you, Mass Effect 1 is like, who do you want to kill? I'm like, they both suck.
Yeah, they're both garbage people.
And so I do like how in 3 they're like, well, you can kill the other one now.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so that game's pretty good. Man, I forgot how good if you play Adept classes,
yeah,
or if you pick Liara, the difficulty doesn't matter because the one move you need is called lift, and all lift does is it
lifts them.
It lifts people. And it's not like a magical lift, like you don't shoot them.
They're just like, oh,
they literally, like when you watch NASA and astronauts and they're just slightly floating.
Remember David Blaine?
Yeah,
like do the
it's
level.
honestly that, but apparently that renders everybody useless.
Yeah, imagine you had no friction.
They suddenly have no control of their body and they turn into instant ragdoll physics.
Yeah,
and then it's been great.
That was the combo, that and Singularity.
Yeah, because then Singular brings them all together and you lift them and you're like, well, and you can do it on bosses.
Yeah. Busted.
So it's wrong. Yeah.
It's in the game, it's not cheating.
That's true. I mean, it's part of the game. So I'll probably beat that game very, very soon, within the next day or two, and then I can move on to my favorite one. Other games I've played, nothing.
Again, you gotta stop playing old games, alright? The future is now, old man.
I watched SSSS Dyna Xenon.
I thought you were gonna say you played SSX.
No,
I was like,
no. And it's happening.
I was on Ami Ami,
yeah,
and I saw a robot from that show
yes.
I was like, I need to watch this show. This robot looks sick as
Dude,
fuck.
It happened. The moment happened. They did it, and you were just like, oh shit. So it was good. And then I was on vacation from work last week,
Mhm.
but what I actually ended up doing was I just rode my bike a lot, like so much. I probably put
Again, you know what? I think it's a sickness, to be
I
honest.
think I put like 450 kilometers in.
That's too much!
Wasn't enough to be number one on my work leaderboard.
Oh, because that one guy's still cheating?
You know what he did? He turned off his account.
What?
Yeah, so like, and the thing refreshes on Monday morning at 12 a.m. Right?
Okay.
So he turned off his account like midweek,
Interesting.
and then at 11:30 on Sunday night, he uploaded all his rides at once, and he put in basically at just enough to beat me, like 5 minutes.
How do you know he actually rode his bike, though?
Because it shows all his paths and stuff. Like it shows all. I
What
don't
if
know.
he just drove his car real slow?
Maybe he could have, but it was like one of those petty moves. I was like, man,
That's a bitch.
Yeah, like how you gonna be a bitch like that? And then what do you call it? And then the organizers were like, okay, because it was basically this week she put out the call like, this is the last week of doing. We have a race at the top between two, like me and him.
Yeah.
And like everyone was far away, but it's just like to even the odds, anybody who's walking counts.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So she's like, if you put in a walk, just change it to run so that it tracks it.
No!
And now suddenly your walk hours count. There is a security guard who just turned on her walking for her mall patrol. I cannot compete anymore.
Bro.
Because she turned her work shift
into the competition.
Into the competition.
That's
I'm like,
bullshit.
you have 7-hour days of walking. How am I supposed to compete with that?
That's bullshit.
Yeah. So like, thankfully there's like a time-based one and there's a kilometer-based one. I'm currently leading the kilometer-based one, but like the time one, I'm like, I have to give up on that. Like
You literally can't.
I can't do it. Yeah. So, but that's what I've been doing. It's been great.
Bro, for a mega corporation, the people who's setting up these competitions,
I know.
not smart.
I know. So lately my goals have just been which cities can I get to and come back within a day. And that's been pretty fun.
All right. Okay.
I think I can make it to just beyond Brantford, but I saw a route that goes Brantford and then to Cambridge, and I was like,
Ooh.
that's a 200-kilometer ride. I don't know.
That's
a whole day.
Yeah, that's a long
Like,
one.
I gotta pick a day where I just choose not to do anything with my life.
Okay, what if I stabbed your bike tires?
You don't have to, because I was putting out so much power yesterday, I broke my
you
wheel.
broke the spoke.
Listen, too much torque, you know? So, I don't know what to do. It's a good thing I got that spare bike, so.
Right.
Sick. And that's, I guess, mostly what I've been doing. Like, I've been also watching Suits. Continues to be awesome. I'm on season 4.
Such a normie.
That's a good show.
Such a normie.
That's a good show. I'm not gonna lie. I think Meghan Markle's the worst part of the show.
Meghan Markle?
Meghan Markle and
Why is that name so familiar?
Prince.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah. She might be the worst part of the show.
She's the worst part of the royal family. No.
Wow. Dude.
She's not even part of the royal family anymore. That joke doesn't even make sense.
Technically, yeah. And then you and I got vaxxed up after the last recording.
Hell yeah, baby. Got that 5G.
Absolutely. My upgrade had
I
compatibility
actually asked
issues.
the lady for 5G.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was there and she had the needle. I'm like, oh hey, is that the signal boost version? Because I was hoping to get like 5G coverage. And she's just like, oh my god. You could tell that she's either A, heard that joke 1,000 times already, or B, dealt with people that took it seriously. That they're like, I don't want this shit.
Yeah.
What about these spike proteins that are gonna flake off me?
When I went to go, the guy was kind of super aggressive with me on the questioning. Like, they asked the questions like, are you on medicine? Nah. Like, do you get sick after a vaccine? I was like, nah. He's like, do you ever faint after a vaccine? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. He's like, okay, well, how do you feel about needles? I'm like, and I looked at him like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever answered that being like, I love needles? Like, isn't the answer always just like,
I have answered that way.
oh no.
I went to go get blood once because I had to check for a vitamin D
Yeah.
deficiency, which apparently I had.
Yeah.
And so the lady had this needle where
Yeah.
she put in the needle part first, but there was nothing attached to it. and then she
Yeah.
screwed in a vial.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then once she screwed in the vial, it was like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, and I was like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And she's like, really? She's like, let me show you these other needles. And then she brought out, like, another needle, where she's like, check this out. We'll take some extra blood. And so she took out more. But it had, like, this thing where it was like a regular push needle, right? Where you suck it out.
Yeah.
But when you take it out of the skin,
Yeah.
it detects, like, the pressure from pulling it out. And it automatically shoots the needle inside the casing.
Oh.
So you don't stab anybody else again. And
That's
there's no,
cool.
like,
That's cool.
cross-contamination of blood.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that's sick!
Yeah. But yeah, it's the guy I was like, yeah, does anybody ever answer that, like, as a, yeah, I love needles?
yeah, yeah.
Like, isn't the answer always just, like, nah, I'm either I don't care or, like,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan? He's like, yeah, true. So, like, are you going to faint? I'm like,
No.
no. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, yo, because yesterday we had 2 bros come in and they fainted. I was He's like, they acted tough, but they fainted. And I'm like,
I
okay.
guess he didn't want to deal with that again,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh, that sucks.
For them.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool. I mean, if I faint, you'll catch me, right?
I've never fainted before, unless you got, like, some super
Yeah.
needle.
At first, I was like, is he threatening me? Like, does he want me to faint? Like,
You know what? When he's talking about this, it makes me think that he has a needle the size of, like, you remember the Yu-Gi-Oh card Injection Fairy Lily?
oh my
Right?
God.
Like, he makes it sound like he's rolling around with a fucking body-sized needle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because when he actually pulled out the needle, I'm like,
That's
oh,
it?
it's
Yeah,
small.
it's tiny.
Yeah. And then we were talking about, like, stocks or whatever. Then he hit me with it, and I was like, and I didn't realize, like, he injected me. I'm like, oh, we're done. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Anyways, the whole point of the story is I got so sick.
Really?
I got so sick.
Like the next day?
Like, so I got at mine at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I got home around 8.
Which one did you get?
I got Moderna.
Okay.
And then,
You got the poor people one.
bruh, I got one.
Exactly. It's all that matters.
Yeah. What do you call it? Yeah. So I got Moderna. So I got at 7 in the morning. 8 o'clock, I was at home. 8:30, I was on my bike. I went riding till about 1:30.
Yeah.
Rest of the day, whatever. It felt fine. No. Then 10 o'clock at night, fever, chills, like, I had it all.
You know what that sounds like?
Yeah.
Sounds like the biking caused it.
Yes, I was like, I wonder what this is from. Couldn't sleep. And then, like, headache and stuff.
Yeah.
And then by the following evening, completely normal.
All right.
It was a wild 24 hours. I was like, this sucks.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. It sucked too because it was the last day I was technically off from work.
I had nothing.
Wow.
My arm hurt, and, like, I couldn't lift my arm, like, past a 45.
That bad?
Yeah, like, right here. Just this, like, right in the bicep.
Really?
Like, just
bad?
that specific area, and it hurt bad enough to where, like, if I tried to go anything beyond a 45 angle,
Interesting.
it was like, no, fuck you.
Really?
But other than that, I had nothing. No worries.
Yeah, because, like, the arm pain, like, I don't think
Yeah, you had body pain. I don't know if you could tell if you had arm pain.
like, arm pain, like, I don't know if I would even classify it as pain. It was just sore. It was
So, okay, when I say pain, I think of it as, like, okay, you haven't worked out in, like, 2 weeks, and then you went hard on the arms.
yeah, but
That's
like,
what it was like.
same, but even when I did, even that, like, I don't think I had restricted movement.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe you're good then.
No, I mean, I got sick, so I don't know.
I didn't realize you were a punk bitch.
Whatever, man. And then it made me think, I'm like, man, because I usually don't get sick. And I'm like,
All this workout for nothing.
and I was like, man, sometimes I wish I got sick more. Only so that I could be tougher when I got sick.
What do you mean?
Because, like, you know, when you get, if you're bad at something, you practice it.
Yeah.
If you're bad at being sick.
I don't think that's how that works.
No.
I think this is one of the rare exceptions where the more you get sick, the worse you will be when you get sick again.
I just mean, like, to be able to handle it on a, like, a mental level.
I don't think it works like that.
Because, you know, like, people are like, oh, I always have back pain, but now I've just learned to cope with it.
Do you really want that?
No, but I'm just saying, like, I wonder if that would be advantageous at some point. I mean, you're right. I'm probably on the luckier end where I don't get sick and I don't have any, like, physical issues so far.
Mhm.
But, yeah.
You know what? Just pray that your current level of sickness continues on for the rest of your life.
Dying young, folks.
Can I have your toys?
We'll see.
You're gonna get buried in them.
No. They'll
Is
probably
is like the coffin gonna be made out of the toys, like the boxes put
Nah,
together?
Man. Nah, man. They're set to go when I
Yo,
go.
what? Okay, but here's this out.
Mm.
What if we got like see that Yoko figure?
Yeah.
Ultimate waifu for you, right?
Mm.
What if we got a bunch of her, melted her down, and they made a casket out of Yoko so you could be surrounded by your waifu when you're dead?
No. Why can't you just put the thing in there with me?
Yeah, but what if she held you in her warm embrace, her warm coffin-like embrace?
Nope. 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 Because when I come back from the dead, I'm gonna want her in her regular state.
True. I'm sure you can get a regular one.
But yeah, I think that's more or less been what I've been up to. So nothing exciting. Surprise, surprise.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, nothing. Things are still closed around here. There's nothing to do.
Well, whatever. E3 started next week. That's when all the exciting shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and play more games or something. I don't know. We'll see. That's a fucking lie. I won't. Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna play old retro games, which are bad.
Coming from you? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. See you next week.
Bye.